Okay, I feel like at this point, those put any style of dance and song together. Like, it makes zero sense. Okay. So, Monday night was Villain's night on Dancing with the Stars. Like a Halloween type week, kind of. The judges dressed up. Carrie and Inaba, they did her so wrong. Dressing her up as Pennywise. It was interesting. Derek was Jekyll and Hyde, and Bruno was Beetlejuice, or Bruno Juice. The first dance was Jeannie and Brandon, and they paid homage to Hannibal Lecter in The Silence of the Lambs. I have never seen that movie before. I've thought about it, but no, I don't think I'm going to. They did a paso, and they got 8, 9, and 8 for 25 out of 30. It was an 8 at best. I mean, it was fine. She did great, though. Next up was Johnny and Britt. They did a waltz to Dracula. It just says Dracula, so I mean, I don't... Anyway, they got 3 9s. That was a 10. That dance was worth a 10 to me. It was creepily beautiful in a way, you know. But I think the reason I did not get a 10 was because when they connected their hands, like to go like that, he missed and like grabbed her arm and then into her hand, and it made her stumble a little bit. And I low-key want them to win, but I don't think they are. Okay, next up was Chriselle and Gleb to Maleficent. The song was I Can Feel It Coming in the Air Tonight. It was a paso, and that did not make any sense to me why they chose that song. I've never seen the movie, so I guess probably why I don't get it. Okay, at the end, it was like the coolest part. She like was gonna like snap his neck, and they had like the weirdest crunching noise. It was so weird but so cool at the same time. I mean, they're not my favorite couple, and it definitely wasn't my favorite dance, but I would have given them an 8. The judges gave them a 9, 9, and 8 for 26 out of 30. I mean, it was pretty good. And at this point, we're like halfway through the show, and there are no Sasha pranks. He pranks people all the time. It's Halloween. Why are there no Sasha pranks? Anyway, next up was Monica and Val, a jazz to Nurse Ratched. I have no idea what that is, who that is. They said something about a cuckoo's nest. I've never heard of that before. Or I think I've heard of it, but I've never seen it before. Anyway, they got 2 7s and an 8. I'd have given them a 7. I mean, it was alright. It wasn't the best dance of the night. Next up was AJ and Cheryl to the Psycho movie, to Tango. Now, I had seen Bates Motel. Not scary to me. But then I had watched Psycho after Bates Motel, and it's kind of like the same thing. It was not scary whatsoever. And I didn't know Psycho had a theme song besides the re part, but apparently it does. Well, they got 9, 8, and 9 for 26 out of 30. I was torn between a 9 and a 10. I mean, it was just psychedelically amazing. Next was Nelly and Daniela, an Argentine tango. Here's where the song makes 0 sense. It was Freddy Krueger to I Can't Feel My Face When I'm With You. Why that song choice? It makes 0 sense to me. Anyway, they got 3 9s. I'd have given them a 9 too. 27 out of 30. I've seen that movie. And in the package, the rehearsal package, Nelly called Freddy hilarious and funny. When? Anyway, I just can't get over the song part. It made absolutely 0 sense as the one that would have a Weeknd song with the Freddy Krueger dance. I don't get it. Anyway, next up was Justina and Sasha, the movie Carrie. It was a tango to Take Me to Church. Now, I've seen Carrie, not the original, but like the remastered one, with I think Chloe Grace, whatever her name is, her. They got 9, 9, and 8. That was a 10 if I'd ever seen one. It was amazing. And finally we got our Sasha prank. I mean, it was a small one, but it was still a Sasha prank. And then Justina proceeds to talk about how she hates Halloween, but loves scary movies. Kind of the same thing for me too. And I really want them to win too. I need like 4 people to take home that mirror ball. Anyway, next up was Neve and Jenna, a pasta to a black swan. I have no idea what that is either. They got the first perfect score, a 10, 10, and 10. I'd give it a 9. I mean, I am no expert whatsoever, but I have an opinion, and my opinion is it was not my favorite dance ever. But you know, to each their own. And then next up was Sky and Alan. They danced, or they paid homage to Chucky with a tango to Everything I Ever Wanted by Billie Eilish. They got 3 9s for 27 out of 30. I'd give it a 9. Sky and Alan are the perfect match. I am glad they put her with Alan and not with like Gleb, like Val. That'd have been really weird if she was with Gleb. She was amazing. She definitely improved from last week with all her mistakes. And then last up was Caitlin and Artem. They were 101 Dalmatians and she was Cruella DeVille. And they got a 7, 9, and an 8 for 24 out of 30. I'd have given them an 8. Okay, the dance was a paso and the song was Disturbia by Rihanna. Now, I am not this old, but was there not a Cruella DeVille song at the end of the movie? Cruella DeVille, if she doesn't scare you, no evil, something like that. Why not pick that dance? Where did you get Rihanna from? But whatever. I don't get paid enough. I don't get paid at all to do this. Okay, but anyway, back to Caitlin and Artem. They're not my favorite pairing. I feel like Caitlin really would have shined better with like Pasha. Caitlin and Pasha, or Keo. I feel like they would have been better instead of her and Artem. But that's just me. I'm sorry, I just still cannot get over the fact that they used Rihanna's song. Like, there was a Cruella DeVille song, why would they not use it? So, the elimination. The bottom 2 were Jeannie and Brandon and Monica and Val. Now, each week Monica was getting better, and better, and Jeannie was just consistent. Carrie Ann and Bruno picked Jeannie to stay and Derek picked Monica to stay. So Monica, Aldama, and Val ended up going home. And I honestly can't really say that I'm surprised. Because even though she was improving every week, you know, if she had been consistent from the start, I feel like she would have been like Final 4. Maybe even Final 2. Who knows? But yeah, thanks for watching.